Hi, I'm Ron B. from Philly, and I got something to say about mindfulness and meditation.
Hey yo, the rain was steady pouring, heard the drops of drizzle meant to be. Chilling in my crib, no doubt, peep the scenery. Telephone rang, then it stopped before I could answer. I heard a knock at the door.
Hi, I'm Ron B. from Philly, and I got something to say about mindfulness and meditation. In an article on the Daily News, Philadelphia Daily News, by Beth Ann Ho, she discussed mindfulness and people of color. Now, I have some experience in that where I used mindfulness and meditation to help get some anger control issues that I felt that I had under control. Mindfulness is defined as paying attention in the moment without judgment. And in this article, she talks about using my meditation and people of color. And, I personally found it useful when I was going through my second amputation and I had to learn how to walk with the two legs instead of one. And while I was in the hospital at Elkins Park, Einstein, they offered an 8-week mindfulness class, which I didn't know it was meditation at the moment. But I said to myself, well, I'm coming there for therapy, and so I could maybe check out these classes and see what that's all about. And I took the 8 weeks of mindfulness and meditation and met some wonderful people and learned a whole deal about silence. And the funny thing was, I was the only person of color in that whole class. Now, again, with me and my journey, I didn't know how to get my anger under control because I didn't know where my anger was coming from. I was being very mean and snappy to my wife and to my children, to my caretakers. They were the ones who were taking care of me, and I had an attitude and sometimes would talk cross to them or, just not be very agreeable person to be around. Yet they still hung in there and still did what, I needed done and all that. But I didn't like it, and I didn't know where that anger was coming from. Because if you know me, or as you get to know me, you'll realize that I seem to kind of be Mr. Positivity and Mr. Zen or whatever. And also I crack a lot of jokes and smile and talk loud and yada, yada, yada. But, inside I had a lot of anger about my disability and about the things that happened to me. But I didn't outwardly blame the people. Normally when you got anger issues or mad about something, you got somebody to blame. Oh, it's their fault. It's this person's fault. Oh, it's the reason why. The only person I had to blame was myself. And I have said that. Check out my video on being disabled and diabetic. That I never blame everybody else for all the problems that I have physically. But the reality is that anger got to go somewhere. Anytime that you have unresolved issues and you think that you are, by not saying something or by putting them down, you're doing the best instead of dealing with them, you're not. Mm-hmm. All you're doing, you're not even burying the problem. You're just pushing it to the side. And it's going to seep out into other ways, whether you want to or not. People drink, people smoke, people use drugs, people use sex, people use food, or people are just unagreeable people to be around. And a lot of that comes from inside situations that you are not dealing with. Now, you can go get some therapy. You could go to church. You can talk to your spouse or your significant other, your family, your friends. You can do a lot of things, but you got to do something. And I had tried a couple of different things, but I said I'd get this mindfulness kit, and it worked. It did work for me. I still practice it every day. I practice it a lot going to dialysis. It helps me be calm and, helps me to be in a good state of mind while that's going on. But I think that what it also has given me is a better understanding of the here and now. Mindfulness teaches you that whatever problems, whatever things happen, you can recognize them without being them. You don't have to be your anger. You can be angry and say to yourself, I'm angry now. Oh, yeah, I hear you. I got this. And continue on. You're not your emotions. So, it teaches you how to get yourself under check, how to recognize things and then let it go. Teaches you quietness. It teaches you stillness, for just a few minutes. It's not like it's like something out of a kung fu movie. I ain't shaved my head and put on robes and put incense out and all that. But, I think that I'm a better person because of it as I've gone through it. Now, this article in the paper is about the University of Penn. They have a mindfulness program. It's the third Thursday of the month for people of color. And if you email robin.hall@uphs.upenn.edu, you can get the information on how to join or some more information. But, we of color sometimes look like we're too cool for school. We're too cool for anything. We always want to act like we got everything under control, and then we go home and fall apart. Well, we don't have everything under control. We got a reason to be hostile. We got a reason to be angry. We got a reason to be upset. But all of those feelings got to go somewhere. There's not enough marches. There's not enough protests to get them all out. So I suggest that, if you think that this is something that's, good for you, you should take a look. And that's what I have to say. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Like, subscribe, and comment. So,
chilling in my crib, no doubt. Peep the scenery. Telephone rang, then it stopped before I could answer it. I heard a knock at the door, so I answered it. It was Jermaine, he had a